Brian Michael Bendis is a talented, very well known writer who has made a big career in Marvel Comics and since last year, 2018, has made his way to DC Comics. And since being at DC Comics, there's been a lot of good and bad things that he has done. And we're here to talk about 10 of those. I'm Brian, and I'm here joined with Tevya. Why don't you go ahead and
Hello.
introduce yourself?
I'm Terrence Rogal. I do a movie, comic, video game, and you can follow me in my channel. Then have me join me join you on and discuss Bendis top 5.
Yes, I'll actually put a link to Tevya's channel in the
Yep.
description. All right, so I want to start this conversation on a positive note. So let's talk about 5 good things that Brian Michael Bendis has done to DC since starting. And
Mm-hmm.
number one will be the best thing he's probably done, which was the return of Superboy.
Yep. Connor Kent Superboy, the current Superboy, the '90s Superboy from the latest Superboy at the comic.
Yes, our original Superboy.
Yeah.
He brought him back in, what was it, Young Justice number
John
one?
Justice, yeah, you know number 1, and we're gonna find out more about Ninja number 3 where he's been all this time.
Yes. Now, the return of Superboy is something that many fans have been asking for a long time. Since DC Rebirth, Superboy, Connor Kent, Superboy,
Yeah.
is something that people have wanted to know where he is. We were all happy to get Wally West back, but the next
Yeah.
question was, where's Superboy?
Because I besides new pieces of I remember the harvest and all that nonsense. But gee, what the fuck? What were they thinking?
All right. Now, the number 2 thing that we'll say is a good thing that Bendis has done is Young Justice.
Yep, which is out there a team that people wanted to come back for years. Actually,
Yes.
I think decades at this point.
Especially with the hit of the TV show, which
Yep,
everybody's been wanting that TV show to come back since its hiatus, which it
team that got
has
canceled. But thank
since it got canceled. Yes, not a hiatus, it got canceled,
yeah.
but it's back now on the DC streaming app.
With that, they been pretty good because that show whole is should have been amazing. And the way that show brought back a certain character, which again I don't get to report what to say you're a fan of this team. Boy, you'll be happy.
So yes, so that's our number 2 thing that Bendis has done. Now our number 3 thing, kind of had a hard time agreeing on it, but hey, here's what I'm gonna call as a good thing that he did. I like Naomi. It's a original character that Bendis created, which he is known to like to do. It's the story of no. Let me take a quick second to tell you what it is. All right, so Naomi is the story of a young girl who was adopted, and she's always had a mystery behind where she comes from, as many adopted kids might, especially if it's a closed adoption where they don't know anything about their parents. Well, she's always wondered where her parents, who her parents are, where she is, just wanting to know what her place in this world is. And actually, she lives in a small town, and Superman shows up in the town during a fight with, I believe, Mongol. It was.
Well, yeah.
Yes,
You also
and
get in to make sure number 8.
all of the kids are going crazy. Superman showed up. Well, all of the adults aren't, and it seems like Superman showing up to the town might hold the key to the mystery of Naomi's parents and background. And I just liked that interesting premise, and that's why I think Bendis shines. I think he does best when he is dealing with his own creations.
Yeah, when outside of creating, it goes to hell when you're doing your own creation. And I didn't like Naomi. I thought Naomi was got disappointing. I'll give it this. It does look interesting from a mystery standpoint. From a story perspective, it looks meh. Like my opinion.
Well, I liked it so much that I went ahead with issue 2, and I'm gonna stick with it. Bendis, you gotta give him a full story arc at least. You gotta give him 5 issues.
Yeah.
Whereas issue 2 did not give me the answer that I wanted, but I guess that's Bendis just teasing us a little bit more. So he has me on the hook. I'm at least gonna get issue 3. Now, so that's our number 3 good thing Bendis has done since joining DC. Number 4, Red Cloud, another one of his new creations in Action
Red
Comics.
Cloud. Where do I begin? Oh, I know. It's pretty obvious who the Red Cloud was. Well, Lois the entire time. Dun dun dun, and no surprise.
Well, I thought it was. I don't want to get ahead of ourselves with some of the other things on this list, but I'm
No,
just gonna say when it comes to Superman, it's not always easy to create a new villain for Superman because
that's
it
true.
could have been worse. Is all I'm gonna say
That's true.
without spoiling later on the list. It could have been worse.
Well,
So
agreed. I'll give Red Cloud this. Red Cloud for a Flex standpoint is interesting. For a Sheriff standpoint, she's not that great.
yeah.
But for like Flex perspective, is something unique.
Let me know what you guys think of Red Cloud in the comments. It
Yeah.
seems like we're a little torn. Now, one that I appreciate a little bit more than Red Cloud, which actually should have been the number 4 instead of number 5, but is the crime family that's been running Metropolis under
Yeah.
Superman's nose. Now, I just think that was genius. The way that they handle their business when there's a man who has super hearing
Mm-hmm.
constantly surveilling the whole place. I think that was an interesting and new thing that Bendis did.
It's an interesting idea, and my opinion is way better than the Superman book right now. And I'll give it this: from a street perspective, it's actually interesting because Superman trying to deal with the problem not with the fear, but with his mind, which I like that. And at the end, but at the same time, though, if this Marvel control everything, why don't they control? Like you described that they may control Dirty Planet if the streets are correct. So maybe there are more answers.
Well, I want to give him some benefit of the doubt that Superman's going to be a difficult person and trying to come up with villains for him is going to be
Yeah,
hard. So that's
that's
why I
true.
still like that. Because now I want to take a flip side. We just talked about 5 good things that Bendis has done for DC. Now I want to talk about some of the 5 worst things he's done for DC.
Oh,
And
no,
let's
right.
start this. Let's continue this train of talking about villains for Superman and start off with Rogal Zar.
Oh dear God, Rogal Zar, one of the worst villains that been ever. What the hell with this guy? Like, I know because I got destroyed. Okay, give me a reason. There's no reason. Rogal Zar is just like a point villain. It's like I can't destroy, like, can destroy Superman. Why?
No, because here's the worst thing. You get a why, but you have to be reading Supergirl to find out why.
I completely forgot about that. Like, dear God, that's stupid. Like,
But if you're, but I mean, I'm gonna say not everybody who reads Superman is probably reading Supergirl. So
when
I don't think that's fair to put the
they
why.
apparently it's the Circle, this new intergalactic group kind of like the Illuminati,
Which
but only
I'm
the Illuminati from Marvel is actually interesting and they're trying to do the right thing. This group is run by one Guardian, Tamaranian, some crystal guy. I don't know. I don't forget the circle name. And apparently we're going to find out in our book, we didn't see like a Mega Man. And what? What? Why can't this be the main book? The main Superman book should be focused on that non-Supergirl.
where Rogozar started in, right? It should have
Yeah.
stayed. I
Like,
agree.
this is so, oh, my
I
brain's
agree.
hurting.
But
Yeah.
unfortunately, we can keep this hate train going. Not that I
Yeah.
want to, not that I want to stay so negative, but there's a couple of other things that Bendis has done, such as he had Lois abandon Connor.
John.
John, sorry, he had
Yeah, that's fine.
Lois. Yes, Connor's not
Yeah.
his son.
Yeah.
He had Lois abandon John, as you have it
Yeah.
holding up.
Yeah, her own son to a madman.
And not
What?
only did she abandon him, then she avoided Superman after the fact.
I completely forgot about that part. When the action come, like, do you get that stupid? Like, that made me mad. That pissed me off even more. Betting on son, that made me mad, and she wouldn't be acting on 1.4. I was enraged because what the hell? Like, why would Lord, the wife of leave her own son to a madman? It
To some
doesn't.
crazy guy. Yes.
A
That-
psychopath who not only tried to destroy Metropolis, tried to attack her own son in the odds effect, also made a terrorist group who I would probably New 52, she remember that, I don't know about that, I did research, Mr. Gadro within the New 52, which I did research and apparently that is true, but you're telling me that, Lord, a great mother, a great mother to her own son, the great wife to her own husband, would bring her own biological son to a madman who tried to nuke Metropolis, trying to abduct her own son, tried to use her, blackmail her, and what the hell? Like, why would she trust Mr. now? It doesn't make sense.
Who knows? Who knows? That's just
Stupid.
one of the crazy things Bendis is doing with Superman. Now, which will bring me to the number three bad thing that he's doing. He's completely ruining what Jorgens and Tomasi had going with Superman, and he's disregarding continuity altogether.
Yeah,
Not
disregarding Artifact.
Yes.
Which is a great story, by the way, one of the best stories I do want the episode. But what the hell is Bendis doing? The Artifact was a great story for, I think, for a Superman fan to a Rebirth, who wrote Rebirth. It adds more mystery to Rebirth. It adds more answer with Mr. All-Star, give it to Joel. It pretty changed Superman landscape and actually a good story.
Yeah.
But then retcons that and then no. Madrid did not do with that man. He came back in Man of Steel. What? That's not out of continuity. All the Tomorrow stuff you get away when Superman got destroyed. What? Are you kidding me? Bendis, you don't destroy Superman family. Superman went back in the DC Rebirth. I love Superman family. I love Lois and John. I love Lois and John. The family, not separated. Like,
yes. Now, speaking of separating them, not only did he separate them, but what brings us to our number four worst thing that Bendis did was after separating them, he go ahead and when Jon comes back, ages
him up. Which is the biggest, actually, last straw for me. I would pissed off. I did a rampage last year, on this, and I still maintain it. Jon should not be 18. You brought back Jon Kent. That's Superboy. And now I made Jon team. Like, what? Why can't we have two Superboy? We have two we used the Herald of Clay can destroy that. Thanks, Tom, the Herald of Clay. Thanks. That's no more than you on that one. Point is, we can have two Superboy. We have two Spider-Man. We have two Flash.
Well, actually, it sounds like you went to the number five worst thing that Bendis did. Not a problem. Now, I'm just going to put it out there so you can continue. The number five worst thing that Bendis did is the fact that he wants to change Connor Kent to Superboy's name. Taking away Superboy from him.
Or Jon Kent's name. We don't know because the article I read didn't give me a lot of detail. It just gave me, but Bendis may change Superboy's name, which I was pissed because, what? Why is he calling it a Jon name? You can't do that.
It'll probably be Jon's, is what I would say. It's probably going to be Jon.
That's my best guess, and that worried me because what the hell? Like, Jon had the entire series for 2 years. You can't do that. You can't change. Okay, name for 2 years. Like, Marvel didn't just Spider-Man name to Spidey, which is a little being cool. But being cool, I don't trust them at all. But sometimes they do get something late. A lot of times they're bullshit. But why is Bendis doing it? Why did he change Jon to a different name? It doesn't work. Like,
no, as you said, we already had two Flashes, but look at what DC did to the other Flash, to Wally. So it seems like DC does not like having two. Because, I mean, even Marvel seems like they're kind of having a problem with two Spider-Man. Seems like they need to find something to do with Miles, unfortunately.
Yeah, well, actually, it's 3 now. There's Superior, which is I'm still surprised that book is still going even after Xanathar left that book. Weird. We have Scarlet Spider that got canceled.
No. I didn't mean to get on. I didn't want to stay on topic. I want to stay on topic.
Yes,
so we just went through 5 good things and 5 bad things that Bendis has done to DC since being with DC. Now, we talked about our opinions. Please let us know yours in the comments below. But I also want to thank you, Tevye, for joining me, and thank you guys for watching. As always, it's appreciated. But go ahead and have a good day. Thank you.
Bye.